Looking for the latest on the Jazz, Utes, Cougars, and Aggies? Yeah! We've got you covered. This is Hans Olsen and Scotty G on 97.5, the Sports Zone.
All right, one of our favorite dudes out there, Kurt Helin, kind enough to join us. Hans and Scotty, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Kurt, how are you?
I'm doing good, gentlemen. How are you today?
We're doing better now. How's everything in your world, by the way? Southern California still treating you well?
It is. It is one of those perks of living here where you get to watch the rest of the country freeze and be like, yeah, I might have to put on a long sleeve shirt today. So there's it's why we pay for everything else sometimes.
Who's your rookie of the year right now?
My midseason one, I had picked Knuppel, but it's kind of a coin flip between him and Cooper. They're really close. Cooper obviously started a little slow, mostly because Jason Kidd kind of had to played him out of position, and so hey, you've been a 4 your whole life. How would you like to be an NBA point guard? Was probably not the way to go about that, but Khan's been a surprise. I didn't see this at Duke. The shooting was always there, but the playmaking and everything else that's come has been really impressive.
How's Yegor Damon done with the Brooklyn Nets? I saw he's at whatever he is, 11-3-3. Has he been in any major rookie conversations?
Not really. I mean, he might make all rookie, second team or something. I saw the Nets in person this week, and wow, that was painful. I was at the Clipper game where I was like, I think it was 47-14 Clippers, and I'm like, should I just leave? Like, am I getting anything out of being in this arena for the rest of the night? But Igor's finding his way. He's got a shot. He's starting to, I think, like a lot of rookies, I think Ace was here, like the speed of the game and the athleticism, everybody just takes some time to adapt to what you've got to go up against, because it is such a leap. And so much more is asked in terms of complexity. The defenses are smarter, so you've got to be smarter on offense, and it takes some time.
We touched on this a little bit last week, but, everybody gets excited for a trade deadline, and sometimes it can be like when you get socks for Christmas as a kid. You're like, I'm opening a present, but I'm not really that excited about it. Do you get the anticipation that there might be something fun coming down the pipeline in any way, shape, or form, or is it going to be pretty ho-hum?
It's very exciting if you're into salary cap minutia and teams getting under the cap. Then this could be thrilling. But if you're looking for one of the big moves, it's going to take something. I mean, it's next Thursday, so we've got a little over a week. It would take something pretty dramatic for Giannis or Anthony Davis. I don't know that Anthony Davis or John Morant could get moved. Giannis would have to force his way out, and he said he wouldn't. And so now you're down to like Kuminga's injured, and there's not much of a market, and that's looking like it's not going to happen. And so I'm not sure where a big trade you're going to see. It's going to be Domantas Sabonis and Keon Ellis and players of that ilk.
If the injury didn't happen to Giannis, how much did that injury change things?
I don't know that it changed that much. If they kept losing and he were playing, maybe he'd push. Like, ultimately, he's going to have to do this. And he has said, look, I don't want to be the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be the guy who demands a trade. And he's got the easy way out this summer. He can get to this summer and not sign the contract extension that they're going to put in front of him. And that's basically asking for a trade, because the Clippers and the Heat and a couple teams are lined up. If he reaches free agency, there are teams waiting to give him a max. So they would have to trade him to get something back. So it basically forces their hand, and it forces it without him having to go, well, I never asked for a trade. So he can, play innocent.
So we're kind of watching a bit of a passing of a torch potentially with San Antonio sitting at 31-15. We've kind of seen the overall growth and emergence of Wembanyama. We've seen De'Aaron Fox and his contributions, what he's meant, and it feels like it's a nice team effort across the board. So are we ready? Is the NBA ready? Is it officially San Antonio and Wembanyama's time to kind of grow? And I know you got Oklahoma City that's sitting there, but do you feel like it's San Antonio and Wemby's time to take over the league?
I think this is the year they're starting to. I mean, this is way ahead of the schedule I had them on. I don't know about you, Hans. This is way ahead of the schedule I had them on for this year. I'm like, man, they can get into the play-in, maybe get up to the 6th seed, and that'd be awesome in this deep West. And here they sit is it the 2 or 3 seed as we're speaking? I think the 3, and a team that looks like it's a dangerous playoff team, and the guys are getting experience. I mean, Stefan Castle's in his 2nd year. Dylan Harper is coming off the bench and has been, boy, I still think he's going to be the best of their guards in a couple of years. Fox has been exactly what they hoped for. So this is a team, like, I think you get into the playoff and you get into that cauldron and you find out, hey, where you're lacking or what you got to improve on. But I don't think they win it all this year, guys, but I think they can make the 2nd round of the playoffs, depending on the matchup. And then next year?
Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah.
All right. So if you look at the Western Conference, you got tier 1, that's Oklahoma City. They're in a stratosphere by themselves. And then your tier 2, probably San Antonio and Denver. Then you just got a mess of teams kind of jumbled up behind them. How much stock are you buying in the Lakers being a team that could, be a top 3 or 4 seed going into the playoffs?
First off, I'd be a healthy Denver might be on Oklahoma City's tier, but that's a different conversation. I still think their defense just does them in. Like they need. I don't want to face them in the playoffs because Luka Doncic is a proven playoff killer. LeBron James, when the game slows down and he can use his mind more and it gets, it becomes more mental, that's to his strength. They will get Austin Reeves back, and that punches up their already strong offense. It's just, I think defensively, I've got questions. I don't think DeAndre Ayton is the guy for them long-term in the paint. They don't have the wing defense. I think they're capable of winning a round, but it's probably as far as it gets. Cause do you guys see that? Do you guys see them making a run?
No,
no. I don't want to play them. How about that? Like, it's going to go 6 games because Luka's going to win 2, but I don't think they can beat the top teams.
If I didn't know that the Thunder could do it because they've done it, then I would think maybe. But because Oklahoma has done it, and I feel like they can do it, and they probably have that belief, and they've got the stars to do it, I think that's the problem. But, the higher up.
I'll be honest with you, like I said, them and Denver. Denver has done it. Denver's a little deeper. This has been the best year at least the best start of the season of Jamal Murray's career. He should absolutely be an all-star reserve when those get announced Sunday. I think they're right there. But, yeah, that's the thing is those 2 are there, and I'm not sure the Lakers can beat Oklahoma City. I mean, no, not Oklahoma City. I'm not sure they can beat San Antonio. I'm not sure they can beat Houston. Are they the 5th best team in the West? Like, it's just as good as they are. I don't think they're good enough in this conference right now because that defense is just at some point going to do them in.
I want to talk a little bit about Nikola Jokic because we've watched Jusuf Nurkic here in Utah put together a couple of triple doubles, and we're praising him. And, we're parading him around, and because it'd been a long time since the Utah Jazz had a triple-double maker. Like, it just hasn't happened. And I go and look at Nikola Jokic averaging 30 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. It's not even like he's just dabbling in averaging a triple-double. Like, he's deep in the average of a triple-double. How is that possible for a human being? Is it set up for him to do that like it was Westbrook?
I mean, a little. They obviously run the offense through him, but the versatility of his scoring, right? Like, he can score inside, he can score outside, and what he's got that so few big men have is there's just a soft touch on his shot, right? Like, you watch him, it's this big guy, he's pulling you down into the lane, and then he puts up the shot, and it's feather soft, and it kind of bounces on the rim a couple times and goes in, and like, how do you? It's amazing. Plus, obviously, I'm not the first. I think Zach Lowe has said this and others. Like, I'm done calling him the best passing big man of all time and just saying he's going to be one of the best passers, period, flat out, the game has ever seen. His ability to just read the game intellectually and pick people apart is unbelievable.
All right. you're drafting not as a college team, but as an NBA team. So you're drafting for an NBA skill set. You can choose between Darren Peterson, AJ DeBonsa, Cameron Boozer. Who are you going with?
That's a really good question. I would probably go DeBonsa right now. Here's the thing. I've seen DeBonsa in person. I've seen Boozer in person. I have not seen Peterson, and he's only played, was it, guys, 10 games? I've heard something like that. And that's a mild concern. Again, was it a calf or hamstring? Like, it's the kind of injury that shouldn't be long-term, but I need to see more of him. I know scouts were really, really high on him. I'd probably choose DeBonsa just because I've seen him make tough shots. I've seen athleticism and skill set that I think can translate. It helps being 6'9" and being able to jump out of the building. But it also, I think it really depends on A, a little bit your roster, but B, the GM's level. Like DeBonsa's more of a risk. Boozer, I feel like the floor is like the highest floor of those three, right? He's just flat out going to be very good. And you're not going to miss with that pick. Where I feel like maybe DeBonsa, I feel like one of those two is not going to quite live up to the hype of being this legendary top 3 pick, and they're hopefully have good careers. And I hope I'm wrong, but historically, like if there's 3 great players, one of them doesn't pan out, and I feel like it's going to be one of those two. And that said, I'd still probably swing with DeBonsa and go for the upside. He's doing it in college. Did he drop 43 in the last week or something?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's a very impressive athlete in person, I'll say.
Kurt, kind of a fun conversation and a break off of what we were just talking about with Carlos Boozer's son being in that conversation or rotation. Who is the greatest NBA player that's a son of a star? I want to know, was Del Curry considered a star? Because it'd be really hard not to go Steph.
Yeah, that was my first thought, because Del was 6th man of the year twice, twice. So I would consider that a star. But Carmelo's kid, I don't think is entering the draft this year. Who else are we talking about?
Well, I was thinking about Sabonis. I think.
That's a good one.
Because Arvidas was.
It's funny. That's back to was Dad. Dad was a huge star at the time, internet, especially if you knew basketball. But by the time he got to the NBA, he was on the back half of his career, and he was still really good for a long time.
If Olympic 1988 Sabonis was in the NBA, he would have wrecked the league. Wrecked the league.
You talk to David Robinson sometime about. David Robinson will more than happily tell you what a problem Sabonis was at that point when he was not in the NBA yet. Yeah.
Kurt Helin joining us right here, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. So it's the weekly. What are your thoughts on the Utah Jazz? And again, there's good moments, and then you lose by 45. This team just continues to kind of they're making progress. You can tell there's opportunities here. Ace Bailey. Lauri's in and out of the lineup because of the illness. You still are seeing Keontae George continue to take that next step. There's good building blocks, and so everybody's here like, hey, you know what? Keep it going, but don't go too much, because you still got to hold on to that draft pick, and you can't convey that thing to Memphis. So I think the Jazz are walking a pretty good line right now.
I think they're handling it well, in the sense that they don't want to win too much, and if you play Lowry too much, he is a floor raiser. He is He is the same reason Trae Young is not seeing the floor in Washington. Like, dude, we don't want to win games. We don't need you out there winning us games right now. So you'll see a little less of him. I hope, though. I think, look, George has kind of made this leap this year, and it's funny, by the way. I heard people I had fans of other teams and people of other teams like, well, is he available? Maybe we could trade for somebody like that. I'm like, dude, nobody's trading him. Are you kidding me? Bailey's starting to find his legs. He had not only the dunk the other night, but he's had some games where suddenly you're like, he's starting to find himself a little bit. And I think that's what you want. You wanted him to look a lot better at the end of the season than you did. And you're also doing this they're probably going to get Kessler back on a relatively cheap contract because of the injuries. And if he's healthy, that's a huge boost in the paint and gives you it kind of fills a big role for you.
Kurt, always a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with us, and look forward to doing it again next week.
Thanks, Kurt.
Hans, take care of yourself, man.
I sure will, man. Appreciate all the years of fun and entertainment you brought, brother. And I'll be in touch with you.
It's always been a blast, sir.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
There he is, Kurt Helin, NBC Sports and ProBasketballTalk.com. And by the way, flirting with a little new technology, you can see Kurt on our YouTube channel when we're talking to him. So you see Kurt up close and in person. All you have to do is follow the live stream of the show. Just search KSL Sports, and you'll be able to get it right there. All right. Good, the bad, the ugly coming up. Remember, Bill Armstrong will join us coming up at 2:05, general manager of the Utah Mammoth. So we'll chat with him straight ahead right here on The Zone.
It's time to saddle up and talk about the winners and the losers. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, here's the good.
Wow. It is your good, it is your bad, it is your ugly, and frankly,
Should we just jump to the bad?
I don't know.
We got a bad and an ugly.
This could be a good, considering how Andrew Bogut's bringing some light to the situation, and I got to imagine being around Andrew a little bit, he's going to find a way to make it right somehow.
Help me with that reference.
Oh, that was me. When I was coughing, I'm like, find a way to make it right.
This is an interesting story. This story popped up on Reddit, and this person said, "Hello, Reddit. I'm writing this post about the NBA quote-unquote star player Allen Iverson. On the 22nd of January, Allen Iverson came to Cavallo Prestige, Melbourne to meet 12 kids who are battling cancer. The experience was organized by Challenge Supporting Kids with Cancer and Allen Iverson's management team. My little brother, who's 12 years old and is currently receiving chemotherapy for ALCL lymphoma, was so excited to meet one of his NBA idols. He came out to be extremely disgusted and disappointed in Allen Iverson's behavior, and so were the other families. Firstly, we were told we would get to sit with him from 10:45 to 11:30, and that did not happen. He was in the podcast room until about 12:30 p.m. and did not come out and apologize. Instead, his security came out and told us sorry. We were waiting in a downstairs room with his security with all of the other kids that had cancer, and his security told us he was having a bad day and just didn't want to come out. Shortly after, we were told to go upstairs to meet him, and we did not get to meet him there either. He refused to allow parents in the room with him, which, quite frankly, is weird. Once we were directed upstairs, we were escorted to the side of the room while he was doing a news interview. We went into the day being told we were going to get balls and jersey and anything else we wanted signed, and to think of the questions we wanted to ask him. That did not happen. After we waited hours with these kids
Who are battling cancer,
his security firmly told us he is not signing anything at all, and we did not get to talk to him at all. He did not say a word to anyone. We were lined up, and all the kids got was a photo, and he did not seem impressed about that. He had his hands in his pockets and did not smile or put his arms around the kids with any of the photos. He knew these kids were sick and still did not put any effort or acknowledgement into that. Everyone was so disgusted with his behavior. It was honestly so disappointing. One of the families drove 6.5 hours to meet him, and the kids were so extremely sad in the end. He seemed to think he was better than everyone else, and it was obvious he did not want to have anything to do with the group of sick kids. So, Andrew Bogut retweets this and said, "Absolute beep human. No excuse for this. If anyone knows this family, please reach out."
Told the kids that have cancer, "I'm having a bad day."
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
that's-
the security didn't.
The security
Allen
did.
was having too bad a day to tell the kids with cancer he's having a bad day.
Oh, you think you're having a bad day?
oh man,
This one makes me ill.
Okay. So this is why I think this will end up being good. because Andrew Bogut is going to come in like a rock star and save this thing. I guarantee it. Guarantee.
Really?
Yeah, Andrew Bogut.
I don't know anything about him. Never met him.
That dude has so much love for his home country.
Does he?
And he will go to all ends to make sure
good for him
that these kids get taken care of.
And that Allen Iverson burns.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee there will be a follow-up on this, and Andrew Bogut will roll out the red carpet for these families. Like, that dude is a man of his word. He'll get it taken care of.
Well, the three of us can be severely honest.
Yes.
At no point have we found Allen Iverson to be
no
of high integrity, high character, and somebody that you think could just come over to the house and sit back on the couch and welcome you in with big hugs and big smiles and say, it was never me. It was my teammates.
Yes. Yeah, no.
I could literally think of 100 NBA athletes I'd rather introduce my kids to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, and here's the other thing. What 12-year-old wants to see Allen Iverson? That guy's been retired forever.
I don't think there
What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
What are we talking about? Kids with cancer? Come on. Kids with cancer? Like they need my time.
Yeah. No. We're talking about cancer.
What are we talking about? Kids?
Cancer?
Kids? With cancer?
Not the game that I go out and die for. We're talking about kids with cancer.
Oh, man.
Dude, honestly, this story makes me sick.
Oh, yeah. No, it's horrific.
But Bogut will get to the bottom of it. The dude's going to go scorched earth on Allen Iverson. Will continue to do so. Remember, these guys played in the league together, so I bet he's got some Allen Iverson stories. Sure.
And, I look forward to seeing how this thing plays out.
So there was a bit of crossover.
Oh, yeah. All right. Lloyd, we got to take care of some business right now.
It's Jazz Ticket Tuesday, and your chance to win tickets is right now.
Call this number now.
Be caller number 12 at 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-ZONE. And you'll be on your way to Delta Center to see the Utah Jazz.
He fires the three. He hits. Oh, don't do me like that.
This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Caller number 12 right now, 801-575-ZONE. That's 801-575-ZONE. You'll win a pair of tickets to see the Jazz and the Brooklyn Nets coming up on Friday at Delta Center. Game at 7:30. If you don't get tickets, well, that's all right. We'll give away another pair next hour, and the hour after that, and the hour after that. It's Jazz Ticket Tuesday right here on The Zone. Your good, bad, ugly sponsor, RGS Exteriors and Construction, obsessed with quality results. Let's get to the bad.
Now the bad.
So Kelly Zinn, she is the new athletic director at Rutgers. She got the job back on July 30th of last year, and she was told going into the job that, hey, we want you to be here at Rutgers. We want you to be our athletic director. Just know financially, things are a little shaky right now. But, come on in. We'll fix this thing together. Well, she dug into the books and found out very quickly it is not good at Rutgers at all. Now, remember, Rutgers got you would think, a golden, deal to go to the Big Ten. Like they're print money in the Big Ten, right? Well, you also need to be raising money and you need to be spending money to compete in the Big Ten. And they're spending money, but they're not making any money. In fact, last year, Rutgers, their deficit for their athletic department topped $70 million. The university spent $193 million, giving them, they're in the red, $70 million. Not just last year. That's the third time in 5 years that they've been in the red, over $70 million.
And it's not like $1 million or $2
million. No. In fact, they were excited because they received $10 million from the conference in its share of the football playoffs. $146 million in opening revenues, thanks to the $61 million they got for the media rights. Well, guess what? Their spending also went up 12%. So in all, since joining the Big Ten back in 2014, Rutgers has lost a grand total. Now, this isn't losses. This isn't like expenditures. This is flat out losses over $500 million.
Since when?
Since 2014. They have lost over $500 million.
It's time.
Pull the plug.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't get to be part of this anymore.
It's past time.
Yeah. You got.
Is that? I mean, is it terrible management?
Yes.
It's got to be, right?
Yes.
It's got to be kind of like our government with our taxes.
Yeah.
Just complete
tons of money
mismanagement.
Tons of money is coming in, and they're just like, man, whatever. Let's spend $20,000 on a new table for the office.
Frauds and stupid policies.
Oh yeah, just
all kinds.
I guarantee people are lining their pockets like crazy.
It's got to be. I mean, to have that type of deficit since 2014.
Yeah.
There's misappropriation everywhere.
Has to be.
So you've got to run a university-wide audit and just say, where are we leaking money? And how did we pick up a 13% increase? I know times are tough, but we've really the bulk of the inflation hit us 2 years ago. How are we still up 13%? That's higher than our current inflation rate.
Yes, which is out of control.
Where are we, guys? How are we leaking money? We're losing everything. Scotty, people should be fired.
Yep.
Funds should be frozen. Teams should be put on notice. And I think that Rutgers needs to step forward and say, we honestly can't keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
We are broke. Who's funding this? Do you start to bust into some of your university footprint? Is that you start to ask for those funds? Endowment?
Yeah. I mean, that's
but endowment is not set to help with red.
No, it's not liquid.
No.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The highest expenditures, they are spending $50 million a year in coaching salaries, $31 million in support staff and administrator salaries, $23 million in scholarship aid, $14.4 million in just servicing facilities debt, and $8.4 million in student-athlete meals. They get $7 million from the school's general budget, $8 million from the state, and $15.8 million in student fees. They're taxing the crap out of their students. You know, the little student fee, they're getting nearly $16 million in student fees, $60 million from the TV revenue, $10 million from the football playoff series, not to mention what they're getting from the NCAA tournament shares out of the Big Ten.
You said $60 million in coaching salaries?
Yeah, 50.
50. How much of that would be dead?
No, 60. You're right, $60 million.
How much of that would be dead money?
Oh, I'm sure a lot of it.
I'm sure there's probably 3 or 4 coaches that they fired that they're paying.
I mean, the Raiders may be able to handle that kind of dead money, but Rutgers, no.
Not Rutgers. Not Rutgers.
Was that a shot, Lloyd?
Yeah, that was. Yeah. So now what you've done is you've opened up Lloyd. And
that's okay. That's okay.
Expect some shots to the ribs.
I had some fun with my headline writing yesterday, so it was good.
Well, you also eliminated the best headline from yesterday.
Wait,
you pulled out of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Broncos are feeling pretty stiddy about the.
You're pretty proud of yourself on that one.
Yeah,
huh?
I am.
Yeah, that's all right. They earned it. All right, Hans and Scotty, there you go. Good, the bad, the ugly. A little whole world news coming up next right here on The Zone.
Go! It's time to span the globe for the hard-hitting news you care about. Well, not really. But hey, at least we found it interesting. This is Whole World News on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
We've got the whole world in our hands.
You got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole world in our hands. You got you and me, brother, in our hands. You got you and me, sister, in our hands. You got
Hans and Scotty, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Time for another edition of Whole World News. All right, so this is actually somewhat sports related. You're a NFL historian. I did not know this. Like, we all remember Mike Ditka wearing this sweater vest during the Super Bowl season of 1985. Well, when I say this sweater vest, he only had one. You would have thought that there would be many in the rotation.
Hundreds.
Like back in the day when, I was packing a few more and you found a shirt that fit, I'd buy like 6 of them because I'm like, all right, I found something. I like it. I'm going to put it in the rotation. He only had one sweater vest for the entire season.
And it's iconic.
And it is iconic. We all know it. You think Mike Ditka, 85 sweater vest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Blue with the red stripes before or above and below where it says Bears.
Block letter.
There's no Nike logo. There's nothing else.
It's classic Bears.
Just a classic sweater vest. Well, it is up for auction. That swetter vest that he wore throughout the season.
Is Mikey putting it up? Or?
I don't think he had. I think he sold it off to somebody. And Darren Rovell got his hands on it somehow. And I know, right?
And Darren's selling it?
I think Darren's selling it. Now, Ditka at the time was 6'3", weighed 255 pounds. The sweater is XXL, and it is on auction. You want to take a guess? Where the current, there's been 26 bids.
I'm going to tell you what I'd pay for it.
It's been on the market for 11 days. And I do not know how long it's going to go. It's going to end in 11 days.
I'll tell you what I'd pay for it, and then I'll tell you what I think it's worth.
Okay.
I would personally pay, I would go all the way up to probably $12,000 for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's that iconic.
It is iconic.
Of a piece of NFL memorabilia.
It does have the letter of authenticity. It also has a picture of him.
Don't show me the price.
Oh, the picture of him signed, a signed picture of him being carried off the field, wearing that sweater.
I think I would pay $12,000. My guess is $48,000.
The current bid, after 26 bids, 11 days left to go, sits at $82,000 even.
Half of what it was.
No, I mean, honestly, like, this is one where if you would have told me it was at $25,000 or if it was at $300,000, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I buy it. Like, this is a tough one for me to wrap my brain around.
Well, it was just post-COVID, like 2021, sports memorabilia got really stupid.
That Jordan documentary made things get nuts.
It got really stupid. And the documentary and Kobe Bryant dying.
Yes, correct.
That the sports memorabilia world lost their collective minds. I think that there's a lot of people that are just buried in a couple of pieces of memorabilia that they'll never.
No.
It's like my Dogecoin right now.
I know. You and me both. Rest in peace, Doge.
Who would have thought buying 650,000 Dogecoin, and by the way, if you do the math on Dogecoin, I bought it at 12 cents, would have been such a horrible investment.
Yeah. I mean, when it got up to like 45 cents, we're thinking, hey, man, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And then
to the moon. It got up to 45 cents, and I'm like, to the moon.
And then it went to the basement.
Yeah, it is. It's honestly, and I wish that it was an actual coin, so at least I could throw it at people.
Yeah.
I don't even have anything to throw. It's just an invisible nothing.
I know.
I was took. I was sold a bill of goods that just nobody can step up for.
Man, I have so much. Like, I go through this, and I'll go through the old Robin Hood. I'll be like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? I'm like, oh, it was all the rage. Let's go. Yeah.
What can you even do with it now?
Jack and squat is what we can do with it now. All right, Hans and Scotty. Bill Armstrong joins us next right here on The Zone.